Classical Conversations, Timeline, weeks 13 through 18 with explanations. So we start with the age of exploration. We're exploring, and it's circa 1400 to circa 1600. So 14 is without the thumb, 4. 1400 and 16 is with your pinky because it's 5 plus 1. 1600. And it's Prince Henry founds the School of Navigation and the slave trade in Africa. Gutenberg's big G, Gutenberg's printing press, and Songhai in Africa. Then we go Tsar Ivan the Great of Russia. And take your two fists and do the Spanish Inquisition. Then you can take your two fists apart and do Columbus sails to the Caribbean. And the Caribbean is a long part, so it took him 3 months to sail. Take time. All right, the next one is the age of absolute monarchs, and it's from circa 1500 to circa 1800. Then we start with, since you kind of have your hand like this, do Protestant Reformations. We're going to do some Reformation. And then take your hands like this and do Spanish conquistadors. Plant your flag in the Americas. So we have an A here and an A here. We have North America and South America in the Americas. Next is Calvin's Institute, I'm thinking about it, of the Christian religion. And then we have the Council of Trent. Big T for Trent. Take your T and do the Baroque period of the arts. And then we go to Japan's isolation. Okay, next is Jamestown, so make your J, and Plymouth Colony founded. The next one starts a new age. So we have the age of enlightenment. So like you're lighting a candle or you get an idea in your mind, enlightenment. Circa 16, so pinky, 1650 to circa 1800. So this is your middle finger, 1800. Hudson is next, so take your 8 and make your H. Hudson's Bay Company. And then we have the first Great Awakening. Next is the classical period of the arts. So take 5 fingers here and 2 fingers here and do your classical period of the arts, because that sets us up for the 7 Years' War. Now we have our fist here. We do the age of industry, like your smokestack going up. And these dates are complex, so we're not going to sign them. We're just going to make a period. 1760 to 1969. This is a period of time. Now we're going to do James Cook. Sorry. And we want to make sure we get this right. James Cook with a little c, because we did Columbus with a big C, sails to the Caribbean. And now we're going to do small c, little c to Australia and Antarctica. And your more advanced students can do James Cook. And if you can't do James Cook, then just do little c, sails to Australia and Antarctica. Then we have the American Revolution, so make 2 R's and let them revolve, and General George Washington. We have Madison's Constitution and the Bill of Rights. And then from here it's easy to do the French Revolution again, and now we do the Second Great Awakening. Next, since you have your L's here, we do the Louisiana Purchase and the Lewis and Clark Expedition. And next, we take our long pointy hand and do Napoleon, crowned Emperor of France. Then we have the liberation of so they were in bondage and now they're liberated. Liberation of South America. This is our South America. And the War of 1812. The War of 1812 was the bombs bursting in air. So we do the War of 1812 like this. And the Missouri, come back together and do the Missouri Compromise. Then we take our fingers and we do the immigrants flocking to America. And we have the Monroe Doctrine, because Monroe said, don't even think about colonizing America. The Monroe Doctrine. And then the Romantic period of the arts. Then we have take your art palette and do the Cherokee Trail of Tears, U.S. westward expansion, and then take your 2 pointer fingers and do Marx publishes the Communist Manifesto. It was a pamphlet that they handed out. Then we have the Compromise of 1850 and the Dred Scott decision. Dred Scott was a slave and they decided he was going to remain a slave. So it's the Dred Scott decision. And the U.S. restores trade with Japan. Now we have, make your teacup, British Queen Victoria's rule over India. And then we have Darwin, so take your India and do your Darwin. Publishes The Origin of Species. And do your freestyle monkey, this is the fun part. And that's the end of week 18.